Hey guys, what's going on? Wow, Chelsea have done it. We have nicked it in the 92nd minute, I think that was in the end. What a second half performance. Neither team, I think, was great in the first half. Of course, lean into that ridiculous scenario where they score. Sterling, I personally think, should have been sent off for that studs up ankle challenge on Timo earlier in the first half. Of course, it comes back to bite us, and he went and scored the goal, nabbed it off Aguero's foot, and goes and scores. So, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Anthony Taylor, of course, decides that wasn't a red card. That was very disappointing. They go 1-0 up, and then when I saw, the scenario for the penalty, I was just like, this is Chelsea, this team, we've seen it before, where they just capitulate. And I thought it was happening again. I thought we were about to see the beginning of problems under Tuchel, with this team really starting to fall apart when things don't go well. Because we've seen us do really well. We've seen us hold teams to clean sheets. And, there's that talk of he beat Pep, Diego Simeone twice, Jose Mourinho, Jurgen Klopp, all those teams he beat them. I think it was like 7 games, and he beat them all to 0. No goals conceded in those games. But I was worried that it was going to be a case of we now concede a goal and it all goes problematic, just like at West Brom, that, of course, 5-2 game I think it ended, which was ridiculous. That pen, I thought was a really soft pen to be given, and we'll come back to that one later, but I thought it was a soft pen. And then Aguero, the stats came up beforehand showing that he almost, if every time he went bottom left, scored all of them bar one, and then I was like, of course, Mendy's going to go that way. He goes to dive that way, and Aguero's attempt at a Panenka was abysmal. It was so soft, so slow, and Mendy just gets up and grabs it like, what the hell was that? Like, what are you trying? And that was beautiful to see, a bit of justice on that one, because I did not think we deserved to be 2-0 down in that scenario, especially given that the ref didn't let us make our substitute when Christensen went off, being injured. I think Zuma was ready, so he should have allowed us to make that sub there, but he didn't. So a bit of a horrible scenario there, but we managed to escape just 1-0 down. And then second half, we came to them. We just upped our intensity. Our passing was a lot better. We seemed to drop a little bit deeper with Pulisic and such. And we were really trying to just get a few more bodies in and around the midfielders. Of course, we played a little bit towards a B team today. The defence was good, minus Thiago Silva, that normally being in there. Reece James was starting, he doesn't normally start. Marcus Alonso doesn't normally start. Billy Gilmore certainly doesn't normally start. And then there was no Kai Havertz up front, who seems to be the starting centre forward / false 9 at the moment. So we really did see quite a few changes in this team. But the goal, Ziyech's goal, I think he was pretty poor today. There was quite a few times where he gave the ball away. He was trying, passes that just weren't really coming off. Didn't think he was too great. And then that ball comes in to him on the edge of the box. I knew he was going to strike it. I'm so glad he did. And nestles it in the bottom corner. Ederson actually gets his hand to it, but isn't strong enough to keep it from going in. So very well done to Ziyech on that one. I'm proud of him. That was a really good goal. And I'm happy for him. That one then, I was thinking, we can go on and win this. And, time goes on. We're getting a few chances here and there. So many that I think we could have... We had a couple offside goals. Of course, Timo was offside a lot today. It was very frustrating. But we were going, we were trying, we were pushing at them, got time and time again. And then that final goal with Callum playing it down the line. I'm not entirely sure who it was to. It gets put back inside, and Marcus Alonso nabs it off Callum's foot, like it sort of shins it / thighs it a little bit. I'm not sure. It hit his leg somewhere that wasn't the foot, and it just sort of slowly curls away from Ederson and into the back of the net. They had their pen shout before that. It was Zuma on Sterling, and I can see the case for it. I think that's more of a pen than the pen that they actually got, but I think it's a bit of poetic justice in that they didn't get that one and they got the soft one earlier, so I don't think Man City fans can have much complaint, although they probably will, and the fact that Sterling shouldn't have been on the pitch anyway, in my opinion. I'm sure they'll have a lot of complaints to make, but personally, I don't think they have much of a case because of, the earlier instance where they got the pen, Sterling staying on the pitch and such, so I'm happy with that, obviously. We managed to get past City. That's definitely our hardest game now. I think we've got Arsenal, Leicester and Villa, maybe, as our last 3. We're now comfortably into third. We play Leicester, so that's going to decide whether Leicester can stay in top 4, and if we beat them, of course, it etches us up into the top 4 even closer. Realistically, we can overtake Man United, but they've played 2 games less. They have got, I think it's 3 games in 5 days coming up ahead of them at some point, so if they really struggle during that period and just take a few L's, maybe we can overtake them, but I think that's being way too ambitious. I think realistically we should be on for third now. Top 4 is looking very likely, and third should be secured as long as we can get past Arsenal, who of course have been abysmal this season, so we should be beating them. Leicester will be a tough game, but we're better than Leicester, you know, we should be beating them. And coming into this game, this Man City result is huge. Not only does it of course mean that, as I'm talking about, the Premier League should be tied up for us having top 4 this season. You know, West Ham and Leicester probably battling for 4th. Liverpool probably going to try and do it, but I'm not sure they'll be able to. This was big in that we weren't playing our strongest 11 today, and we beat City again. We were away. This was their title win, so they of course wanted this win. They know it'll come still. You know, it's not like this has thrown it out the window and Man United are now going to go and win it. It's not going to happen. They'll still win it at some point, but this team, they need to get over the line. You know, they just need that one win, and they need Man United to throw it, and they'll be fine. So they know it's going to come, but they want to win these games. And we came into this with changes, and we still beat them. We beat them in the FA Cup semi-final to get us through to the final. You just have to think now, that Champions League final, I've been feeling very confident going into it. I'm not saying that it's going to be, you know, a breeze, that we're going to 3-0 Manchester City. We know they're going to be difficult. There's no De Bruyne on the pitch today, for one thing, for them. So it'll be a different game, but there was in the FA Cup game, and we still managed to beat them. So either way, I think we've got a bit of an upper hand on Man City here. We have got a big result against them today. We've got a big result against them in the FA Cup. Can we do it in the Champions League final? There is literally no reason as to why we can't. We're going to come into that with a stronger team. I'm sure they'll play, you know, some other players compared to what they had on today. But Pep, he's going to be scared going into that, because I felt like coming into this game, Tuchel didn't play our strongest team and our strongest sort of, you know, Mason Mount wasn't on the pitch, Kai Havertz wasn't on the pitch. Aspi was playing as a centre-back rather than the right wing-back that he's been playing a little bit more recently. We didn't see Ben Chilwell. You know, we've got some strong players to come in for that Champions League final. Kovacic, Kante didn't play the entire game. I thought when he came off it might have been a problem that they would start to overrun us in the midfield, but they didn't. Jorginho did pretty well. I have to think that going into this Champions League final, I'm coming into that, I'm feeling confident. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, we've still got a little while to go. 3 more Prem games to go, I think. Leicester, Arsenal, and Aston Villa. Hopefully, dubs all around it, and then we can go into the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. Maybe end this season with 2, you know, good trophies. The FA Cup's a very good trophy, and the Champions League, of course, is the biggest one, and it would be our second one ever. So it would be a huge win to get, and I'm very excited for it. I'm intrigued to see what you guys thought today, especially the incidents such as Sterling, should that have been a red card? Their first pen, was it soft? And then of course the second pen towards the end of the game, do you think that should have been given? So please let me know on those 3 what you think down in the comment section down below. I'm going to end this video there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Let's go Chelsea. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.